Hey guys, Silver here. Welcome to another video. So currently the gold price particularly is down from last year's highs. So should you be buying, or should you be selling, or should you just be sitting tight and holding on for the ride? Well, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, remember, so make your own decisions, but currently for me, I basically see the lower price as a good buying opportunity. So it's an opportunity to, like I say, pick up some different pieces of gold at lower prices than what you could in the past, certainly the past 6 months, later half of 2020. So in terms of strategy for me, I do obviously invest some money into gold and silver. It isn't my only sort of investment plan, and for me, rather than it being sort of an investment as such, I more think of it as a long-term savings. So strategy is basically to pick up whatever I see at a good price. So if I am just shopping online, I tend to buy things like the sovereigns, or maybe pick up things that are on a bit of a sale. When the local coin shop is open, he actually picks up all kinds of different things, and would often Britannia. He would often just throw it around. When I'm in the local coin shop, he would often give really good prices on the fractional pieces, which is why I've accumulated quite a lot of it in fractional pieces that are not sovereigns, for example. So I guess from his point of view, if he's got someone who will just buy it, he can make a small profit, turn it around quickly, and saves going to melt. And obviously from my point of view, it's paying a lower premium than what I would have if I bought it from a bigger dealer, with larger overheads, big high street store, for example. So yeah, I've picked up a few sovereigns so far this year. I will probably pick up something a little bit bigger later this year as well. As I say, at the moment, my investment plan really is more into some other asset classes, and the gold and silver is just like a long-term savings for me. So I put portions of cash flow, portions of profit into the gold and silver, and there we are. And one day hopefully it will go up in value, but I'm happy with it, just storing the value. And also think of it maybe as an insurance or a bit of a backup plan. It's just something that's not in fiat currency, sat in a bank or sat under your mattress or wherever you keep it. It is a little bit of diversity. So I have picked up obviously a couple of higher premium pieces. Basically, if it's got a dinosaur on, I am probably a buyer. So here we have another piece of silver with the T-Rex Prehistoric Life series, and this one's from the Republic of the Congo. Pretty cool. So prices are down, why not make a little bit of purchasing, why not make a few more purchases that are a little bit cheaper than last year, pick up some. Obviously, depending on when you got into stacking gold, you could be sat maybe slightly in negative equity. Personally, I'm not, but overall, I'm okay. But the problem would only really arise if you had to sell. So if you were forced to sell for whatever reason and you had to liquidate your whole stack, then yeah, you might end up losing a little bit of money compared to the pound's value. A few things to remember though. Remember, the inflation of the fiat currency means that your spending power isn't always the same. So if you had £100 now and you had £100 a year ago, the £100 now doesn't buy quite as much as it would then. So for example, things like energy bills, electricity, gas, internet, have all gone up by around 10% for me personally, without extra use, just new plans, new ways of pricing, etc. So that to me is quite a big jump. Things like the council tax that you have in the UK if you own a property, or if you live in a property, unless you're something like a student or a child. Maybe some other exemptions, you pay council tax, like a tax. I suppose it's like a property tax, and that has gone up again by around 4.5% this year. So all these things going up. I think gold and silver is going to help me, protect against that on my savings. So obviously keep a little bit of cash to pay the bills, and keep the cash coming in, because that's what we need to pay our taxes in. That's what we need to pay for our food, groceries, expenses. But yeah, savings. Why not keep a portion in gold and silver? Also, you have the opportunity to potentially see a price rise. Could obviously fall, but in the long run, I'm pretty confident that my gold will be worth more in the future. And yeah, like I say, some of that is down to inflation. You've got obviously supply and demand. At the moment, what you're seeing happening is bigger investors, the big whales, pulling out money from gold because it doesn't actually yield anything. And putting it into things like bonds, obviously into the markets also, different funds. So it does bring the gold price down a little bit. When there's a bit more of a crisis, or a bit more of uncertainty in the world, you will see obviously the whales pile back into gold in the future, and obviously push the price up again. So in the meantime, just keep on stacking. And I must be getting close to the old 10 ounces soon, and I might be approaching nearly 70 pieces of gold, so I best do an update on that in the coming weeks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to hearing your comments, why you're stacking gold, silver, and talk to you in the comments.